In other news today, the inquiry report into February's Budgam chopper crash has revealed that several rules were violated that led to this crash.
Now, at least 4 officers who were involved could face serious charges, which also include criminal charges. Now, officers found guilty would face termination of services and possible imprisonment. The Indian Air Force helicopter crashed in February this year, killing 6 Air Force personnel and 1 civilian.
So there are 2 factors here. One is that what actually happened on that day. The inquiry report has now established that on that day, on 27th of February, an Indian Air Force ground-based system, a Spider missile system, was fired and shot down the helicopter. So that part has been established by the inquiry already. The second part is to find who all were to blame and what rules were flouted. In that inquiry, which is still ongoing, but it has reached quite an advanced stage, at least the role of 4 officers is under question. And it is quite serious because, remember, the charges they are facing could also be culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, which does carry rigorous imprisonment and cashiering from service. So the Air Force is very, very certain that it will employ the harshest provisions under the law against people who have been found blameworthy. It is very unusual. It is, in modern warfare that we have fought, it's almost unheard of shooting down your own, helicopter because of the various sensors available, the various data links that we have in service right now. So it is being seen as a very, very serious lapse, which will an example has to be set to ensure this doesn't happen again.
Okay, let's go across now to my colleague Mir Farid, who joins us on the phone line. Farid, these sorts of incidents, as Manu Papi there put it, is rather rare. One does not see it, but the Air Force taking it with all seriousness because ultimately 6 of their personnel and 1 civilian was killed.
That's right, Viren. In fact, on that very day, I traveled to the location of this incident. It was there, as I spoke to eyewitnesses, it was quite clear that this was not a normal routine crash or something that was caused by technical error. Locals at that time who spoke to us said that they saw this aircraft and then suddenly there was a loud thud, an explosion in the air, and after that what they saw was a fireball, literally, coming hurtling down. In fact, in the sky it came hurtling down and hit a paddy area. So it was at that time very clear that was not routine. This was something that was fishy at that time. India Pakistan tensions were at its peak, and we know on this very same day, MiG-21 was engaged in a dogfight with the Pakistani F-16, and it was also down. So it happened on the same very day, and there was an alertness as far as Indian Air Force is concerned. The ground teams, or should I say, surface-to-air missiles and everything. That is there as a defense was at its alert, and it was activated. So it seems that the friend and foe activation system, at least that was not active as far as this helicopter is concerned. To add to that, there were several loopholes, glaring mistakes that are absolutely unacceptable when you talk of belt uniform, and that to Indian Air Force. So it seems that they've taken it very, very seriously, and that's why all these things have happened. In fact, AOC, who's in charge of the Srinagar station, has also been moved out because this happened under his watch. So all these things have happened, but in fact, it will take some time, the court of inquiry. The report will come in some time, and probably due to elections and the process, it may have even further got delayed. But it seems that in some time, the next 5-6 months, it may be out.
Yes, but this is an extremely serious case of 6 Indian Air Force personnel dying in that crash. And now, as we understand, there was severe lapses in following the procedure and the protocol. Thanks for joining us, Farid, with your inputs on this.